I work, I make printing plates during the day. I work for a printing plate maker.
Just a little bit. That was a hot move. That's want to take this opportunity? No. Is that loud enough? To tell you about the third and final collaboration evening, which will be coming up on December 11th. Same bat times, bat channel. Joan of Arc and Meet the Angel Boys. She's wandering around here someplace. You here? There she is. Hi. It's Kate. Mary E. Weems and Ina Herbert and Bruce Weber and Ted Henry, and for probably somebody on keyboards, but I forget his name. So that's December 11th. There are some flyers by the door if you're interested in that. Also by the door is my publication, Capital Reviews, and it's free. A couple of publications that one with Kristen Von Tepper, who you heard earlier, Mouthwatch, and Amy Sparks' brand new book, Queen of Cups. You can see her cup chair over there. Those are available for sale, as is the phenomenal Book of Fools. This is issue number 14 of Art Crimes magazine, instigated by Smith. Smith, pardon me, publisher of Art Crimes, bon vivant, collagist extraordinaire. Yeah, no, I stopped. And Marty Sokolich, one of my compadres at WCSB, a long time member there, and we hope you enjoy it.
Night fragments. As has been said, the night weighs upon the city in tired, fat insolence.
Rats scurry. Old papers flap down empty streets.
It is an ugly season, full.
Day slouches in shameless anonymity of being, devoid of great chain excuses of being, avoided has-been of God, notion, and country.
Unfocused without, we hunt worms within to bait further cold excretions of reason.
Rationale,
Refuse,
refusing, our naked nothing.
cautious, strip steel by night. Suicide note. Poor
King's first question of philosophy, rereads thing Hamlet's or not to be, brings Kant's progressive unification of sense manifold determination, psychic exploration. Hence, our sole existential goal becomes fervently wishing for good death's black goal, to essentially become as one with our soul.
He read the soliloquy while I read the first part. Mausoleum, museum, movie. Entombed in night.
He established a personal, highly abstract and poetic approach and maintained this approach with eloquence and consistency throughout his long life.
Uneasy.
Duchamp seems almost trapped by his own abilities.
In the wrought iron knots.
The sense of rapid, clearly defined motion represents the personal exploration of Cubism that was to have an impact on the development of Futurism.
Of the gray spider's thread.
The linear rhythms are collinear rather than rectangular. The figures concentrate with tense energy and are characterized by an individuality that causes the fragmentation to invoke a fantastic rather than structural presence.
Vague, eternal.
Perhaps his recognition of this fact led him to abandon painting at the age of 25.
Ember.
One glimpses in the foregoing the complex processes of thought.
They scurry replete,
The critics were right.
unfree.
This phase of his career was properly examined later, along with the fantastic, irrational, and accidental, as well as the anti-art, becoming a major opposition to cubism and abstraction.
Through such preconceived thoughts,
Duchamp here was deliberately attempting to reintroduce elements of subject, action, mood, personality into cubist painting.
as are hung from the dead.
Although he had almost ceased to paint, he worked intermittently toward the climactic object. Instead, his ideas and forms he has introduced.
Heroine,
Groping toward,
the easily vague,
by crawling,
away from the future,
drifting
the
upon,
powdery play,
infesting,
this newly won suture,
beginning in,
the silvered tunnel,
while sipping,
the pain blackened cup,
ending in,
the tragic skin funnel,
forever,
flowing
down,
into.
up.
Oh yes.
Yeah, this is where I get to talk to you and tell you what's been going on here. All the things that we're reading here today are Smith's work. The collaboration with me, besides being here and providing another voice, was to work with him and try to figure out some way to put another dimension into his poems. At this point, you are able to help us do that. What we have is one of Smith's poems, and, well, not the ultimate deconstruction because it's down to one word per card. They're being passed out to you. Each card has a number on it. What we want you to do, it's a short poem, it won't get too hard.
Only 35 words.
35 words. If you can follow that, we ask you to try to read them in order and see if we can figure out what's going on here. While I get something to drink.
Yeah. Are they all out yet? Okay. The poem is Zen over Zero. Will number one start and just keep going? Oh, hello.
Dog. Week.
Later.
In. Morning. Kitchen. Boring.
Coffee.
Coffee. Face. Mine.
With
A.
dull cup.
What number are we at?
16.
Fortune teller fish, an amusing novelty fish.
Wrong side.
That's another poem.
Yeah. 16A. Days. Deconstruct.
Morals. And.
Moses.
Wines. 23. And. Rosicrucians.
It's.
Raining.
Cats.
And. Gods. Oh.
M.
A. That worked better than I thought it would. Here's the way it sounds all together. Zen over Zero. Dog week later in morning kitchen pouring coffee into my veins with a dull cup. A days of morals and Moses, wines and Rosicrucians. It's raining cats and gods and I am a fine unman. I think yours is more interesting though. Light Lucifer lost. Oh, listen now, thou mad, thou meek, drinking alone my words oblique. Hear me, for I, Lucifer, speak. God's impotent envy me from heaven hurled manward toward this God-forsaken world where you, in reward, were eaten expelled, and I, once majestic, upon my belly fell. So I reigned in hell in favor of God forever, until upon me science trod. And even from hell I was disbelieved, and from formal evil my duty relieved. Yet heaven holds sway, atomic aplomb. Its prophet of neutered gamma ray tomb, your crucified wish, a workable womb.
Late Lucifer lost. Oh, listen now, thou mad, thou meek, drink down. In alone my words oblique. Hear me, for I, Lucifer, speak. God's impotent envy me from heaven hurled, manward towards this God-forsaken world where you, In reward were Eden expelled, and I, once majestic, upon my belly fell. So I reigned in hell, in favor of God, forever, until upon me science trod. And even from hell I was disbelieved, and from formal evil my duty relieved. Yet heaven holds sway, atomic aplomb, its prophet of neuter gamma ray tomb, your crucified wish of workable womb. Couldn't decide how to do it.
The validity of relationships. Full moon,
Dead,
moonlight drips,
drips down,
moistening,
dead, dead,
realities,
dread.
realty,
The moon is moist in autumn.
great, rotund. The Holy Mother Church. I am the night reaper,
The pain sower.
the wreath hanger,
I come quietly
on wings of sadness,
to cradle your newly born,
in arms.
thinned in weariness,
I am death.
closed in invariable sham,
I find each one cowering
offering shiny bribes.
of hollow rationalization.
Yea,
I am death.
the semen edge of time's conception,
Spawn my purpose in this slack
inevitable,
man,
and thus I wait.
buried beneath
Your borrowed beliefs,
a moon toad.
asleep in the river.
The heart as arsonist. Sure the kindling, but as well the wood,
The place,
as such in substance of the matter.
time,
Amounts of time to flicker, flame in bright arrogance, become fuel to continuity.
faded maturation,
It is not wonder
yet is,
why wolves, weirs,
and lovers,
lie dreaming before fires.
fireplaces, emotions,
It is the melancholy of the cycle calling, warmed atavisms consumed in life,
in love of rebirths,
the remembrance of weird wolves wanting wings,
all these,
the coropass carrying,
belonging,
the fire
is love, the spark, to kindle the passion.
then human the substance to weather completion.
This is love.
Peer pressure. It would be easier to endure if the blood hadn't caked so soon.
Or the clock weren't waiting as loud.
I didn't mean to slash my wrists.
But then, I didn't mean to slash them and have them red freeze before they emptied.
I have a seance in Fresno tomorrow.
That's so long, though.
They may thaw by then.
The loneliness one feels as the razor kisses the wrist.
The alone in fear you feel when the cops say freeze and you suddenly know,
Can't compare with the lone when you finally push through flesh.
and the dead appears.
You don't wonder what's next.
Is there a God or no?
No,
Your fear comes from behind.
the knowing no one will miss you.
No one will remember not to send you a card. Acid snow.
In the cunning of beasts, their pruning of heaven, still old wild yeasts, and breeding unleavened, sowed sheets of grief shot out uneven, till poor human pace, all dogs believing, rise lonely and weak, possesses no weakness, no mercy for grief or inherent meekness, unheeded beneath these same stained sheets. Keeps meat on its knees, and power unaided, or tree on the leaf, and tragic shaman. Muse. From winding rivers run, she comes, discreet, completes her tarot, mutant in desire. I can't play, nearly normal she tries, from shadows, rippleless in time, and obsession. Self-seek solution, ancient in execution and repair. Gods. The gods died, but for the fish we brought them back. Return mortality to the horse's eyes. Gods to antique brass. My voice raised in bell and chime, laughter light on lip.
Alone this train. I look to pain to gain sleep devoid of sheep and master's muster walk, or talk of tinker's conforming will. Alone this train, I see you born to breed, to die infected meat, to teach, to cheat your fly from famine, shallow matter decayed in safety's slumber. You briefcase fellows bellow farts to follow hollow smells of high-top fashion. Passion fish, not flesh, but flounder. Hurried waters sleek and sinning shower lies and cry, forgetting, licking compulsion's flesh. This land is long and lost in shadow, her sweets succinctly sour.
Verse 6 of Stations of the Lost. As artist, I am early warning system. Notice you never see any male popcorn? The movies emasculate them for their popcorn balls. Do emasculated popcorns become momcorns? Questions, quest for icons. Did Christ do crossword puzzles while awaiting the resurrection? Speaking of erections, what is the sound of one gland collapsing?
With the right gland divot. With the right gland divot, the wrong gland taketh the ride.
Quarter whore race? None of the above? The 7 sins have such high escape velocity. Sperm worm cruising, I set my size on sin. Wonder Woman's thighs on my, he, him.
Verse 4. Verse 4 of Stations of the Lost. I'm impervious to plain, so I'm becoming manic and depressive. Go out at night. Look up mannequin dresses through dressing room window. Down gaping blouse firm fiberglass form. Only female mannequins though. I'm not weird or anything like that. No puppy for me. Although I do remember fondly flocking an amoeba while lost in amoeba lust. They kept bisecting.
Were they bisexuals?
And I used to go out after rain and pick up earthworms. Take them home, cut them in half, watch them regenerate.
Aunt Em, I'm home at last!
After a while, I would have enough worm parts for an orgy. Though with worms, I never knew which end I was entering.
Going out the inner only, going in the only out.
Dead chickens and Vaseline are my favorites, though, because Vaseline leaves no fingerprints when licked.
This is the poem that explains it all. Smith, 92. Smith, 9 March 1946. Wallace, Idaho. 6 foot 3 inches, 209 pounds. Available. Chronological list of sociological labels. 1950s.
Farm boy, cow milker, chicken, rabbit, hog, waste remover, hod carrier.
The 60s.
Paper boy, juvenile delinquent, secondhand store delivery, janitor, display, sales, house wrecker, sailor, electronics technician, poet, midshipman, artist, hippie, life insurance salesman, paper salesman, husband,
1970s.
chemist, convict, prison cook, bankrupt, graphic art salesman, avant-garde theater manager, Bethlehem Steel extra man, snow cone flavor delivery man, college graduate, newspaper, film, theater, book, music critic, and assistant arts editor, milkman, women's shoe salesman, male divorcee, mailroom clerk, comic book collector, computer operator and shift leader, dope dealer, construction laborer, carnival ride laborer, lawn sprinkler system installer, adulterer, church janitor,
1980s.
art collector, program systems analyst, drunk, home buyer, art crimes publisher, editor,
1990s.
film collector, near dead, European traveler, unemployed. Thank you.
We're going to need just a bit of time, I think, for our drummers to set up. And before we go on, I want to do a couple thank yous. The number one thank you, of course, is to Sylvia and Lara for this wonderful place. It just feels so good. And I'd like to give a professional